If I was running shit, I would shut down CNN, Fox News, and you would no longer be able to comment on stuff on the internet. And then
What? What?
they just got everybody all scared. So I don't know.
Billy's scared. Look at that body language.
Yeah. He knew, what is it now, 20 minutes ago, that like he's just finished.
Did random question? Did Billy Corrigan get the DNA test to see if you and him are really half brothers? I saw him.
I don't want I don't want to get into that.
Did you notice?
Huh? What's this about?
That him and Billy Corrigan from Smashing Pumpkins fame are apparently half brothers. Like so.
Are you shitting me?
You're an asshole.
Billy Corrigan. I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does.
Yeah, well, Billy Boy, his answer. He's gone full fucking communist. So he needs to suppress the bourgeois press. That's the problem in America.
Right.
There's too much press. So we'll have a listen to Billy's solution. Just a little problem. Howie's going to fix the problem.
Did Elon Musk throw up a Hail Hitler? You know?
Yeah, but those are not. That's not news. That's not. They used to have rules. They said when I remember they had rules of 7. No one guy could own any combination of 7 radio stations, newspapers, magazines in one market because you could control public opinion. So now you got 2 guys that basically own all the news. So I don't know why you would watch it. I mean, I if I was running shit, I would shut down CNN, Fox News, and you would no longer be able to comment on stuff on the internet. And then
What? What? The fuck did he just say?
Just so we don't think that we're hearing things.
Whoa, buddy.
basically own all the news. So I don't know why you would watch it. I mean, I if I was running shit, I would shut down CNN, Fox News, and you would no longer be able to comment on stuff on the internet. And then
Wow.
Now he's pointing at the fucking black girl again. So
weird.
I don't know if he's just talking directly to her or
without looking at her, giving her that dignity. Hey, is your microphone further away from your mouth because you're very bass? Yeah,
there we go.
There we go. Thanks.
Yeah. So so that's Bill's answer. Get rid of Fox News, CNN, and everyone else's ability to comment on the internet, because Bill clearly doesn't like the comment section when people are telling him, you fucking sellout cunt.
Yeah, you're not funny anymore.
Yeah.
I was with him on the whole thing of, hey, the Murdoch group and whatever the other massive fucking planetary consortium there is. That's not good. Can we not do that anymore? Well, let's start from the beginning again, have independent media. But then he wants to silence people?
Yeah.
Wow, buddy.
That's it. Yeah. If he doesn't hear it, it's not real.
Wow. But like the bulk of what he made him famous, it was the internet.
Yeah, but it's done now. Like, he's happy. Like, he's had his pie and eaten.
Oh, he's pulling up the ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're done.
What
it's over.
An aggressive guy.
Yeah.
A guiding light.
Yeah.
With his big shiny fucking head.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye CNN, bye-bye Fox News, and bye-bye everyone on the planet, and your ability to comment on the internet. No right to reply anywhere. Like, it's nostalgia through, rose-tinted fucking spectacles.
Yeah, right.
Let's go back to the days when, people like him, the chosen ones, could essentially do whatever they want. Nobody could comment.
Yeah, one-way communications in media. Yeah, TV, radio. Yeah,
he couldn't be mocked. That's the preserve of comedians. You can't have the plebs dabbling in such things. We can't have them getting up to, mischief and the devil making and fucking work for their idle hands as they dabble with communications and media and the ability to, throw together something with a few quid and a couple of hours. No, Bill will not have it in this new Eden that he envisages. It's back to the past, back to the 1950s, but a caring version of the 1950s. We're just that bit nicer and we don't talk about the nasty things in the world. We just bury your head in the sand and pretend everything's okay. And whatever you don't bother fucking him with it, okay? If there's bad news happening, doesn't want to know about it. Don't bother him. Don't talk to him. Ring his agent. Look at wait until he appears on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and that's it. Beyond that, you've no access to him at all. He doesn't even want to fucking know you exist. Yeah, and he'll be happy because that's all that matters. Is as long as Bill is happy and he doesn't have to come face to face with the nasty reality of life that ultimately it ends in death. So he should be on board with Elon. Like Elon's the guy who's going to fucking keep him alive, and he won't have to face that. He'll be an immortal. Granted, he won't be funny, but he will be immortal anyway. He can finally relax and be at peace with his immortal family and his immortal children and their immortal real father.
All right, let's do this.
We'll just leave it at that.
Dude,
what? Bring it down to a simmer, and then maybe be like, all right, talk to people. How do you want to live? What works for you? And try to I don't know.
How would we get on
shit
news?
needs to calm down, and you don't need people stirring stuff up because one of the great things about this job is I go to all 50 states for the most part, red and blue, and people are cool. But you watch these leaders and they're like, oh my God, this is happening, that's happening. They just got everybody all scared. So I don't know.
Billy's scared. Look at that fucking body language.
Yeah. He knew, what is it now, fucking 20 minutes ago that he's just finished. He can't stop his mouth from running, and he's just digging himself deeper and deeper because it's worse. He's making less sense as the moments go by. It's tragic.
He's got nothing, so all he can do is talk about how he actually feels and pass it off as if it's a bit, and he's talking about the people. He's just talking about him fucking self. So he preferred if he wasn't bothered with this nastiness of what's happening in the world and
things that are actually happening.
Yeah, and he's frightened and scared, and he just wishes it would all go away. And he needs a hug. He needs a fucking hug, and someone to say, "It's okay, don't worry, Billy boy. Everything will be okay. It's okay. You're well insulated, If it all goes to shit in the handbasket, you can just escape to Bolivia or somewhere like that. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine." Yeah.
So he goes to comedy shows all around the country and people are just happy and chill.
Yeah, because
they're going to a comedy show where they want to be happy and chill.
Yeah.
He wants how about that?
All the time. That's what he wants all the time. Just why can't the world just be like that all the time?
Yeah, just let's ignore all of our problems and virtue signal on fucking podcasts hosted by black people. Yeah, that'll solve it, Bill.
Yeah, he needs a break from the internet, I think. Not give everyone else a break. It's an easy solution. Just turn the fucking thing off, Bill.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. It's that simple. You don't need to just take it away for everyone fucking else. Just because you're uncomfortable and frightened and scared, Yeah,
we have this guy pegged. Let's hear more.
How do you get news?
You don't need everybody's walking around talking about it. So
he gets his news secondhand from other people who've watched the stuff he refuses to watch.
I can't see how that would be a problem at all.
How do I get news?
What is that lying about?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you just trust what people say.
Whoa, buddy!
I'm out.
Did you hear? Oh my God, he's being pressed. God, I love black people. You know, you can't stop them from telling you the fucking truth. It's glorious. And that part in her hair is masterful. There's not a single fucking hair out of fucking chorus there. Look at that.
Just because it's a fucking wig, dude.
Not a wig.
It is a wig. No black women have fucking.
Attached to her fucking head, man.
Huh? Yeah, it's like she's got like a fucking, like, you know, maybe like 3/4 of a fucking head of short hair underneath that weave. You can't do that to a fucking black woman's hair and have a look like that's a weave, dude. So what they've done is they've, you know, parted it down the middle. She's got like a fucking half a head of hair underneath from years of having weaves put in, and then it's like they weave white woman's hair to make it look like she's appropriated white women's fucking hair. Like it's not Jesus, it's true. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, you know.
Oh yeah, I know this.
Yeah, that ain't fucking real hair, dude. Have you ever seen real fucking natural, you know, fucking afro type hair? It's like fucking metal springs on a person's head. Nothing you can do with it. Like you can iron it and fucking all that kind of shit to make it straight. But
you know, you're preaching to the choir here. You know.
Yeah, what the fuck that like that? Look, that's balding. Like, how can you find that attractive? It's like if someone hit her with an axe or something like that.
I mean, you know, that's not what I'm looking at. Jesus. But anyway, come on.
It's only attractive if you know, pull their hair on each side and it's left that parting there. I can understand that.
That's what you're doing when you're watching CNN and Fox. You're trusting what these unbelievably biased to one side or the other. Yeah, it's not. You know, you watch those channels, you know who they voted for. When I was growing up, you didn't. It was just like an anchor man, and you know.
Back in my day, they told you the truth on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he wants to go back into the Matrix. Is what it is. Like, it's I preferred when I believed the horse shit. Not that, you know, it was a better time and they weren't telling you horseshit. He just wants to believe again now.
And enjoy the juicy steak, yeah?
Yeah. Once you've seen The Wizard, Bill, you know, that's nothing you can do. You can't pretend that it's not the fucking some man behind the fucking curtain, you know?
If these guys didn't have their, you know, their whole kind of career on the line, and they, you know, they can't afford to scare away guests, like I said, they could pressure further and say, well, yeah, okay, those guys on the news are lying, but then don't you think that you're just hearing the news from another step removed, from the actual source? But, you know, they can't do that, of course. They're doing a good job so far.
Yeah, I think they're in shock, really. The shit that he's coming out with, like, they seem stunned half the time. It's like, you know, I think there's been like 15 dams like, so far.
Because I don't believe that.
Yo, what's up with you?
I know how y'all did that back then.
Black and white television. I don't know how y'all did
You
that.
had black and white.
Go
ahead.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that no person can be completely unbiased. Like, I think that is not true. I think everybody has a bias, so you're always going to get biased news, even when it feels neutral.
Yeah. Okay. But I would say that these are really extreme. They don't even try to hide it. Like, I remember the first time Trump got elected, half of CNN was crying.
Oh, you talking about being
and I was just like, you guys are not journalists. Like, you know, there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in journalism. What are you doing?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like somebody, you know, shut down their Sweet 16 party. It was weird.
All right.
Yeah, we're moving along quickly now, so, you know, you're nearly there. F is for family, so this is where Bill talks about his family, so we get a bit more insight into, you know, what's actually wrong with this cunt.
Did random question? Did Billy Corrigan get the DNA test to see if you and him are really half brothers? I saw.
I don't want, you know. Yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Did you notice?
Huh? What's this about?
And him and Billy Corrigan from Smashing Pumpkins fame are apparently half brothers. Like, so.
Are you shitting me? Like, where is this coming from?
So we watched it anyway. Like, I was shocked. Like, I wasn't expecting this at all. I was like, what?
That's weird, man.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
I don't want to get. That was just a, you know, I love Howie, but we're still trying to work that out. Yeah, that he did that. So,
Huh?
Oh, so that was real. That wasn't a bit that y'all had going on.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm just gonna leave that stuff alone. There's a lot of people out there that aren't in this business that might be affected. So I just leave that alone.
Okay, all right.
And look who's here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Sit down.
You're an asshole.
Billy Corrigan. Billy Corrigan.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be
so
a
then,
good
like,
surprise.
can this be like edited out, or no?
I can go. I mean, usually Bill was.
All right, fuck it. No, I'll do it. Like, did you ever think the fact that I never told that story, that maybe you shouldn't? Did you ever? You know how many fucking like emails and crap that I got? Like, I sort of like went away from that.
So let me just fill in. Let me just fill in.
Do we talk on a regular basis?
We've never met.
So Billy Corrigan was nice enough on my podcast to talk about the fact that he told a story that he had never told before, that his father traveled.
My stepmother said to me, "Do you know who Bill Burr is? Bill Burr might be one of the children that your father sired in his days on being a traveling musician."
If you do the math,
He was a piece of shit. And he had two kids this close together, and he named them the same fucking name. He thinks it's different because he's
Buddy.
I'm Bill.
What the fuck is going on right now? I am mind blown.
So let's
Talk about burying the lead, man. What the fuck?
Like, that's how we told the difference.
Well, I was Bill when I was young, but you're right. I mean, with all respect.
I just thought.
Whatever. It's not that I don't like him. It reminds me of all of that shit. So, it's like
it just seems more of the same from what I've been hearing.
Wow. I need to ask. You said you.
yeah.
What the fuck? I need to go to bed. This is just too much. I can't handle this. What? This is some fucking Illuminati shit. Let me guess. Their father was in the Air Force.
No. But Billy Corrigan's father was a traveling musician. So he's traveled around the country. And then at the time that Bill Burr was conceived, his father was traveling in that area.
All right.
And it just so happens that it was never spoken about, but Billy Corrigan just noticed one day that looking back on old photographs of his father, that is, Bill Burr is the spitting image of his father.
Okay.
And so there's been rumors have been floating around that, it's possible that, his father could be Bill Burr's father, but he never really said anything about it, and then this kind of rumor generated on the internet that they could be brothers because they look kind of like each other, but they're both bald, they're both fucking pasty white guys, who come from Irish heritage.
Well, what I've noticed about my older members of my family, they are starting to look more and more like each other. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it does come through later in age,
Yeah. So then, so Billy Corrigan, he spoke to his mother, and his mother said, she told him a story that his father, like that he has other brothers out there, because his father was a bit of a philanderer. He went to speak to his father about it. His father said, yeah, but he doesn't want to talk about it. Like he refuses to talk about it.
Great guy.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to talk about it. He said he didn't want to tell him because, if he found out who the person was, that Billy Corrigan would be very upset. So Billy Corrigan thinks his father was trying to protect him because Bill Burr is a bigger star than Billy Corrigan, and he didn't want Billy to feel kind of inadequate about the fact that he starred this other guy, And so if it's true, they should get this guy's sperm, like, because she's producing, great musicians and stand-up comedians.
Yeah, I don't buy it. It's not genetic, man. There's some fucking Illuminati shit going on here, man.
Yeah, maybe, I don't fucking know. Like, so then Billy Corrigan was he met Howie Mandel. He was talking to Howie Mandel, and they get talking, and they were talking about Bill Burr or something. Howie was mentioning that Bill Burr's in the studio next week. And then Billy goes, oh, fuck it. Like, he wasn't going to say the story. He said, did I ever tell you that story about how it's possible that Bill Burr could be his brother, And then Howie was going, what the fuck are you talking about? And so then apparently Howie got hold of the story, knew Bill Burr was coming in the following week, so he invited Billy Corrigan in without Bill Burr's knowledge. And then it's taken off from there. So it's become a massive thing on the internet. Are they brothers or not? Like, so.
Yeah. See, and there's ambiguity there, because I don't buy that whole scene. I really don't think that. I think that was planned as some kind of like soft sell, limited hangout. To get it out there, but in a really kind of understated way that it's not going to like collapse careers or anything, and I don't buy that was just like, oh, I invited this guy in on top of my guest. I don't know, Mandel. He could be a dickhead like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a bit of a fucking weird one, Mandel. Like, he's a germaphobe as well, so he won't shake anybody's hand or doesn't like people.
What's with these Howards?
I don't fucking know. I like it.
I'm the black sheep of the Howards. What the fuck?
There's one at least. Yeah, so that's the thing. And then Billy Corrigan was on Joe Rogan's show, and he was talking about it. And Joe Rogan was saying,
oh wow,
everyone thought it was a bit, and he was saying, no, it's not a bit. But Billy Corrigan, apparently, he doesn't really believe that Bill Burr is his brother, but they haven't got a DNA test done, so they don't know if they're going to get a DNA test done or not. But we have to remember, Billy Corrigan is a big wrestling fan, so he owns a wrestling company in the States. So it could just be, it could indeed be a bit. And if you notice, like, so there's a big kind of discrepancy at the start there when they're talking with each other. So like Bill says, how often do we talk? Like, you think you could have mentioned it to me before now? And then Billy says, we've never actually met. So, like,
he was a piece of shit. And he had two kids this close together, and he named them the same fucking name. He thinks it's different because he's Billy and I'm Bill. Like, that's how we told the difference.
Well, I was Bill when I was young, but you're right. With all respect,
I just thought,
whatever. It's not that I don't like him. It reminds me of all of that shit. So,
it just seems more of the same from what I've been hearing.
Wow.
No, sure, doesn't go back far enough.
Yeah. By the way, it's not your father that's going to be fucking naming you if he's just going around fucking random women.
Yeah, no, right? He left. And then decided he's going to choose the name. Yeah, and we've got to remember Burr is an actor as well.
Yeah. I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be
so
a
then,
good
like,
surprise.
can this be like edited out or no?
I can go. I mean, you told me Bill was.
All right, fuck it. No, I'll do it. Like, did you ever think the fact that I never told that story that, maybe you shouldn't? Did you ever, how many fucking like emails and crap that I got? Like, I sort of like went away from that.
So let me just fill in. Let me just fill in.
Do we talk on a regular basis?
We've never met.
Yeah, there we go. So Bill sets it up. Do we talk on a regular basis? And Billy Corrigan's supposed to go, yeah, we talk all the time, but he just said no. We don't talk at all.
Or maybe it's an out for saying, well, look, how would I have known that you wouldn't like that if we never talk?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird, and on top of Bill Burr being an actor, Billy Corrigan's a conspiracy theorist, isn't he? He's all into that UFO stuff as well.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I think he's the one that's the conspiracy theorist. So I think he would have a flair for the dramatic as well.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, it is show business, So-
Yeah, this is weird, man.
I know, but it's weird. Like so, and again, like if it was a bit, why not just say, yeah, it's a bit. But Bill Burr seems doesn't want to talk about it. Doesn't want to, unless that's to sell it more. It's like no, but I don't see what the end game is.
Yeah,
Bit, it doesn't have a payoff. It
doesn't. And watching him all this time, I noticed the tells. He's rubbing the arms of the chair. Like, can this be edited out, man?
Yeah, it's a fucking
yeah,
it's a weird one. And again, it kind of threw me because I'm like, well, hang on a minute, where the fuck did that come from? But then again, neither one of us travel in that part of the internet either. Like, so
yeah,
now we're to be aware that Billy Corrigan and Bill Burr are long lost brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, been wrong for so long.
He didn't know happy wife was happy life.
Oh,
what?
Oh, we just went back a bit too far. I think he's talking about his wife now. And
Wow, I need to ask. You said you've been married 11 years.
Uh-huh.
And you said you finally got it right. What
Yeah.
was getting wrong for so long?
He didn't know happy wife was happy life.
Yeah, which sounds cute. It's a threat.
What do you mean?
Happy wife, happy life. What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, you never been with a female?
I've been married 20
Yeah, and you're smart enough to say, "What do you mean?" So I say it, and so you don't want that slick shit.
You ain't see the alley-oop?
No, that's funny.
I live on a different planet. No, I
look.
kind of,
This is old Bill we're seeing here, right? And old Bill is funny, and suddenly, the dude's funny. Come on. Jesus Christ.
And that's the black chick helped them out, like so. She heard they saying like, "Did you?" Or, I think she said, "Are you going to thank me for the alley oop?" or something to that effect. Like so, she's helping him out. Like she's pitching him softballs and doesn't even acknowledge it. Like trying to get him out of this fucking hole that he's dug for himself for the last fucking 20 minutes or 25 minutes of the interview.
Oh,
jeez. Balance is the key. When they get all going on about something, you don't have to take the bait. You just sit there. If you don't engage, like arguing with a woman is an away game, is what I've learned.
Yeah, he's been trained to stay quiet. Like sit, stay, be quiet, Bill. That's how you win. It's the fucking shit. I need a lighter. What's the name of the movie? War Games, isn't it? The only way to win is not to play.
Yeah,
or sit there and be silent like a good boy.
I don't know. The dude's still funny. He said arguing with a woman is an away game. I mean, come on, that's funny.
Yeah, it's not that funny. Like,
well, I mean, in the moment, not after I've repeated it.
Yeah, but even in the moment, after the last fucking 24 minutes, the guy could say the funniest thing on the planet, and it's like, no.
Look, somebody in that room could fart, and I'd burst out laughing. That's how unfunny that whole thing was up until now. So yeah, sure, I'll give you that. But geez, I'm just trying to, help the guy out here.
There's nothing he can't be helped. It's a bullet in the head would fucking help him. That's about it. Yeah, there's nothing that can.
I guess I'm just feeling nostalgic for the olden days of Bill Burr.
Yeah, but we have the olden days, like so. If if you're feeling nostalgic, you can look back and there's a wealth of material. The only problem now is that you're going to realize that you were conned. Really, there was nothing funny there. It was just the pretense of funniness because of the accent and the high pitched voice and the a and the ooh and the ah. You're going to realize it was pretty much all slapstick, and he could have been saying. You'll find out he was talking about just a kitchen table, building a kitchen table. And because he was so animated and angry, we thought he was actually saying something, but
right,
he wasn't.
That's okay. That's okay. That can be funny too.
Yeah.
But I really do think he actually did say something when he challenged the whole notion of there's never a reason to hit a woman. I thought that was brilliant and cutting edge, you know, in terms of like comedy, changing the social discourse and all that stuff. You know, we needed that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm discussing with him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, let's go.
It's going to lose. But if you just stay quiet, not hostile quiet, neutral quiet, it dies of its own weight. And then if you just never get upset, then they so look at her. You see the look on her face. They come around. They come around, and then, but then this is the thing too. You can't ask them to apologize either. Damn, you can't. You have to let it see. You have to make them feel like it was their decision.
You know what I say? And this might sound a little off. I say sometimes winning is losing.
Yeah, well, you can. I wouldn't go that negative.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he is cucked.
Yeah.
Wow.
15 years. This is what results in like. Yeah, he's a trained puppy. He believes what he's saying, you know. But I suppose it is a survival strategy. Just, you know, say nothing. Trick her into believing that everything's okay. Like deception, essentially. That's the secret to a happy marriage: deception and silence. Like, it's a winning combination.
You have your guy friends to say what you really feel in that moment. With that shit that you used to say to your wife, but like you just don't do it anymore. You just sit there and go like,
"Yeah, he's done."
Wow. Yeah. Look, that's a beaten man. You know, that's a man who's finished, you know.
He's not allowed to say that to his wife anymore. He has to say.
And if he gets drunk anymore, then, you know, he's, you know, talking about how much he loves his wife, but, you know, she is a certain way, and, you know, he just has to put up with that. And that's him. That's being drunk with him for 3 or 4 hours, just bitching about his wife because he doesn't have the balls to fucking say anything to her when he's sober.
Yeah. Poor Billy boy.
Yeah.
You know, you just let him go, you know.
I feel a little unhealthy. I feel like you should be able to talk to your wife about any and everything. Like,
oh shit!
Oh no, he's agreeing with anything he's fucking saying.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
This is not your crowd, Bill.
What meme does that guy's face remind me of? Fuck. There's a meme that
the kid, is it?
Charlamagne,
the black kid.
Like he's just staring at, like, what the fuck do you mean? Kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I'll find it.
You got like that stubborn thing. You're not gonna take any. I've done that. That doesn't work with a woman.
Sometimes you're very easy. I mean, y'all might have a way that y'all communicate when you do really need to get something off your chest, but you're really easy going with your wife. She leads a lot.
Yeah,
but she also makes. I feel like women, we.
Did you hear that? She hasn't pegged. She says to your wife, she leads a lot, yeah. And Bill doesn't interrupt and say, no, she does. Hang on, I fucking lead. No. Bill's wife is leading the relationship. Bill is.
Well, I mean, anyone who's listened to what was that Monday morning podcast thing, whatever it is, when Nia was heard, you knew what the fuck the story was at home.
Yeah,
you got like that stubborn thing. You're not gonna take any. I've done that. That doesn't work with a woman.
Sometimes you're very easy. I mean, y'all might have a way that y'all communicate when you do really need to get something off your chest, but you're really easy going with your wife. She leads a lot. Yeah, but she also makes women. We know the same thing. Like, we know how to make y'all feel like it's your decision. When it's like, if you really make the decision, who knows where we'll end up.
Yeah, you guys think you're slick with it. We know that. We know what you're
doing.
Yeah,
we know that trick.
Yeah,
that's true.
She's single, by the way.
I mean, one time I used to tell this story. One time I was driving in a car with my wife, and it was like late at night. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop by. There was this diner. I was going to get a chocolate shake, whatever, sugar crater. I'm going to get a chocolate shake. She goes, oh my God, that would be amazing. And she goes, they make the best shakes. She goes, oh, but they're so big. Why do they make them so much? She started talking about how big they were. And I started thinking like, yeah, how am I going to finish this thing, you know? And then I thought like, oh, she wants half my shake. She doesn't want her own shake. And she wants to have some of mine, but she doesn't want me to be upset that she's, you know, drinking my shake or whatever. So she, rather than just saying, you want to just split one, she tried to like mind fuck me into thinking I couldn't finish a shake as an adult.
Yeah, that's a problem with her, Bill. She's mental. She's a nutcase. Why are you bringing that up as if it's an example of women? Like, that's something you get from the funny farm.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's just totally relaxed now, and this is how Bill actually is outside of funny. It's just really fucking dull, uninteresting stories about the minutiae of issues between him and his
gender
fucking
relations.
wife.
Yeah.
My shake or whatever. So she, rather than just saying, you want to just split one, she tried to like mind fuck me into thinking I couldn't finish a shake as an adult.
Did you finish the shake?
No, I called her out on it.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life.